morning, my friends. I have big news for all of you. Congress is allocating more money just for all Americans who struggle. All due to disgrace, our lawmakers are pushing for fast action on the new relief bill. I always share with you the latest, most reliable, and accurate for stimulus check news and information. The economy is on fire. You don't feel more fuel, or the fight is already on fire, causing the problems that we have. So, we've got to get our house in order. It's about the inflation that we are concerning. How do you restrain yourself from continuing to throw more fire, more fuel, and fire? We are going to get more reliant on raw minerals that this country might not have. The more we go toward green line electric vehicles, in the situation, we are going to be dependent on foreign supply chains for the fuel that we need and how we control our economy. And you can't feel caution to the wind or the greatest nation on the earth. We should be able to be energy autonomous and take care of ourselves. We can give at least a hand. Basically, just say you wish it away and it happens. You can take responsibility, and that's what we are looking at. We are planning for and refresh our climate, but can't eliminate your way. How do you think inflation will affect Democrats? I have no idea that they could quit worrying about this. Do the right things for the American people, being American. Again, Americans do their jobs. We sweat it out. We have a bunch of mad changes with Democrats and blue states. Residents in the state of Indiana will receive a cash boost of $125 when taxes are filed this year. This means you will file your annual return. You will receive $125 for the surplus of the official applicable law. If the reserves, excluding education, exceeds 12.5% of the general fund, then the taxpayer will get their fair share back. Since last July, the reserve were approximately $4 billion. That is 23% of the general fund. So, officials in the state have already decided that taxpayers should receive some of that surplus. Indiana governor stated, despite a crisis, Indiana exceeded all expectations and closed the state fiscal year with an unprecedented amount of reserves. We have an obligation to put this money back in the hands of taxpayers instead of leaving it in the hands of the government. Besides, some lawmakers are deciding to send extra leaves to people who need them, especially during this crisis. So, it's about time that these lawmakers start taking action to assist the American people through these rough times. According to Indiana House Speaker, the entire state government will get those who don't usually file annual returns due to low income, which is a total approximate of 910,000 residents. The government will find a way to get this money to them. This is not the first time, but according to projections, this situation could happen again. Noting the withdrawal of tax payment, unproductive economic recovery activities, residents will receive their check either via mail or direct deposit. Depending on their 2021 tax, Return friends, the key words for this video is the sequence. In just a few months, the tax rebates were not part of the initial $286.4 billion proposals. The possibility that such payments could be added in the May revision. Governor Newsom further clarified that it could be very likely that another round of payments could be passed this year. Newsom stated, "When I update the budget, we are likely to have an additional rebate to the taxpayers. There are currently no new taxes in our budget." He did not prove any further details, including who would qualify. California had 2 rounds of payment last year. As part of their Golden State Stimulus Program, the first round went to tax filers who received California Earned Income Tax Credit, had an individual tax identification number, and had a total adjusted gross income of $75,000 or less. He proposed the stimulus, which expanded eligibility to residents with a social security number who reported earnings of $75,000 or less in their 2020 tax return. In total, the program returned a total of $12 billion to millions of California taxpayers, making it the largest state tax rebate in U.S. history. Many officials have reported that the direct payments were possible because California last year had a budget surplus in excess of its constitutional limit, except under what's known as a gain limit. And when that happens, and it's only happened twice since a ceiling was established over 40 years ago, the state has to give back money to the taxpayer in some form. Well, my good friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you so very much for everyone who is watching and who's here with me today. See you. Bye bye.